Did you know that some people really regret where they live in retirement? And well, we want to make sure you're not one of them. So we've gone out of our way to find you what we believe is a real hidden gem here in the South Puget Sound area.
A lot of people think they know where the best retirement areas are in the South Puget Sound area. But if you are looking for affordability, prime location, and also fantastic amenities, you're going to want to know about this 55 plus community. That's why today we are taking you to Jubilee to show you everything that this 55 plus community has to offer.
We're Joe and Charity, we're local realtors, and we help people just like you every week who are considering moving to the Northwest. And we're excited to give you an inside look at what we believe is one of the best communities in the area for retirement.
There are really only two other 55 plus communities in the South Puget Sound area that compare to Jubilee.
Yeah, that are single family homes that have a lot of amenities that are conveniently located to some degree.
And the reason why we are bringing you to Jubilee today and not one of those other ones is because this one is the most affordable. It has the most ideal location and the amenities are amazing.
Off the chart.
Yeah,
absolutely, for sure.
So let's jump in. And I know the thing that's on most of your minds is what are the amenities and why are they so great?
Well, to start with, there is a 26,000 plus square foot clubhouse that has anything and everything that you could imagine.
Exactly. As you can see behind us, we are standing here at the clubhouse and we have an indoor swimming pool and spa. We have a billiards room. We have a giant living room, grand room. We have a ballroom. We have game rooms. We have club rooms and a state-of-the-art fitness center with classes. So everything that you would want to do in retirement, this neighborhood has for you. So my question to you is, what do you think about filling your time with when you're retired?
I think about staying active. Like, to me, that's one of the biggest things, is to continue to stay active and be able to meet new people of similar interests, maybe similar life stage, and have fun things to talk about and to do.
Yeah, exactly. So if you are into swimming or exercising and staying active in those ways, then the clubhouse has that to offer. And what's really great about this community is the sense of community you get. And that comes from
over 80 different clubs that you could be a part of. So if you like to read, or if you don't like to read, if you like to hike, if you like to go on walks, if you like to go on walks on the beach,
if you like to cook, if you like to do altruistic acts, if you like to knit, if you like to swim, if you like to exercise, if you like to discuss philosophy, whatever you can think of, 80 clubs, I think.
There is something for you, for certain. Absolutely.
And they do have a lot of educational classes as well. So if you didn't get enough learning in while you were working your life away, then you can do it now. Or if you didn't get a lot of things in, like I've never learned how to knit, so I would probably join the knitting group.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
I'm not that great of a swimmer, but if the pool was here, I would probably swim all the time.
I would probably do that a little bit more for sure. But then you think to yourself, you know what? I'm not much of an indoor person. I would rather do some outdoor activities. And some of you are thinking the only thing I actually would like to do in retirement is play golf. Well, you're in luck, because there are two wonderful golf courses that you could play till your heart's content, as well as many others in the area.
That's right. In fact, some of the houses back up to the golf course, so you can be so close. And I know that if that is your goal, this is a perfect location for you. There's other golf courses for sure in Olympia and Lacey area, but you're just right out your door.
You don't even have to leave the neighborhood.
That's right.
And the other parts are like tennis. So if you've grown up playing tennis, continue to be a part of your lifestyle, that is here as well. And also, if you're like me and terrible at tennis, but like the idea of it, there's pickleball. You may have heard of that one. And that's a fun thing that they have pickleball courts as well that you could be playing on with your new friends that you're finding.
That's right. And besides that, there's bocce ball and horseshoes. And then there's just areas to walk around. There are trails. In fact,
there's 2.3 miles of trails that'll take you down to a little beach so you can enjoy Puget Sound, which honestly is my favorite thing about this area, and possibly would be yours as well if you decide to retire here.
So if you're the kind of person who likes to go on all-inclusive vacations, then you're probably only interested in what the amenities are right here. But if you're one of those people that likes to get off the beaten path and you like to explore, then the location right here in the South Puget Sound area is so ideal.
Yeah, absolutely. You have Mount Rainier to explore. You have the Olympic Peninsula, which is just a short drive away to explore, even like the Hoh National Rainforest, which is the only non-tropical rainforest in the planet. So that's amazing. And then you also convenience between Seattle and Portland. So if you'd like to go up to sporting events or head down to Portland for a day shopping or just meander around, it is so perfectly located for any type of outdoor adventure that you may want to be on.
And the location is great, not just because you're close to all of these outdoor activities, but also because you're convenient to shopping and the freeway. In fact, you're only minutes away from Costco and Walmart and Home Depot and Safeway and all of the things that you need.
Absolutely.
And of course, there's restaurants too. There's a lot of restaurants. Whenever there's all those stores, there's going to be all those restaurants too. So you're really close to restaurants. And you're close to the beach as well. There's so many places to get out and explore. But if you want to be somewhere that's just close, where you can just get out in a couple minutes, you'll be on a trail, you're really close to Tolmy State Park, which has a beautiful beach as well and beautiful wooded trails. And you're also really close to Nisqually Wildlife Refuge, which is an amazing area. If you're into bird watching, that's the place for you. And there's a boardwalk that goes out to the water. It's really perfect.
Stunning. Very easily accessible, regardless of your health conditions, like if it's a little bit harder or if you're in a walker, those type of things. It's very convenient for that as well. So you'll be able to enjoy the outdoors for certain.
Exactly. And you are very close to Olympia. So if you like to get out and just be in the downtown area of Olympia, and they've got great waterfront there, it's perfect. There are so many things to do in the area, both on location and right outside your door. And that's why we wanted to share with you today all the things that Jubilee has to offer, because you may not have known that this is a gem sitting right here waiting for you.
So you're thinking to yourself, like, well, now that maybe I like the area, what could I afford? And here, I think, is even the best part about it. It is affordable. The homes that you're going to find are between the low 400s all the way up to the high 900s. So depending on what your budget is, there's probably going to be a house that would fit within it.
Yeah, and we're going to give you an overview of the general real estate market in this area so you can get a good feel for it. So in the last year, 62 homes have sold, which means you've got a lot of options if you're looking for a home in this neighborhood.
And the good news is out of those 62 homes, 16 of them were below $500,000. So you can think, oh, maybe there's just only one or two. No, there's actually a good number of homes in that price range. And you think, okay, well, what about the upper end? To that lead, there's 18 homes that sold over $700,000. That means there's a lot of them in the middle, but also some upper ones and some lower ones in the community. They've really designed it fantastically for that. Those homes that are in the $400,000 to $500,000 price range, those are going to be some of the homes that were first built in the community. Not that they haven't been updated, but you're going to notice stylistically they're a little bit smaller. So in that $400,000 to $500,000 price range, those are going to be some of our smaller homes in that 12 to 1,400 square foot. And if you're deciding I don't want to downsize, those higher price points are going to be that 2,500 to 2,700 square foot. So depending on what you're looking to do in retirement, you're going to have options on both sides of that.
So we are going to drive you to some of those homes. So jump in the car with us and let's go. So as we drive through the neighborhood, we're going to show you a few of the homes that have sold in this last year so you can get an idea of something that you could live in here. The first one sold on the lower end of the spectrum in this neighborhood, and it sold for $459,900.
Which is actually, I think, a very good value for what you get, especially when we talk about amenities.
Yes, and this one, construction was happening for several years by different builders, and you're going to get a different feel for the home if it was built back in 2007 when this one was, or if it's built in 2018, which is one that we will take you on. But you're going to notice that all the houses are in really good condition. Of course, people don't have a lot to do except keep their houses, and no, that's not true.
They have a lot to do, and especially in this community. However, you do get really well-maintained homes. That is a common theme of every time I've showed a client a home in this area. They're just all really maintained well, which is fantastic.
Yeah, this one in particular is just over 1,200 square feet, 2-bed, 2-bath. A lot of the homes are 2-bedroom, but a lot of them also have offices. And you're going to get enough space for doing what you do. And a lot of people want to downsize when they get to this stage of life.
Yes, kind of get rid of the stuff, not necessarily your kids and family, but the stuff at your house so that you can go visit them.
This one had a great open floor plan. It has new appliances. So back in 2007, you probably are ready for new appliances. So this one had updated them, which is great. It's got a perfect layout for somebody that's looking for something on the smaller side of things, and the backyard is really easily manageable. It's all patio, and one thing that's great to note about this neighborhood is if you're looking to do no yard work or hardly any yard work, this is a great neighborhood for you.
Yeah, most of the backyards, and Charity mentioned this, but I think it's fascinating, having showed clients of this even recently, that the backyards are so easy to take care of. And whether you do it by yourself with your own pressure washer to kind of clean them up, because you will have to do that here in the Northwest, especially where you're coming from, you might not have a moss being an issue, but moss is an issue here. So you want to get out there with your pressure washer, maybe once or twice a year, whatever. However, it's also very affordable to have somebody else come take care of it. So if you want to really have no yard work and no maintenance, some great options in this community.
And some people, if you're a gardener, some people have put in raised beds. So it's not like you have to just have a patio. Some have small little grass patches for their puppy dog, and some have a garden, but it's not very much to take care of. And the great thing is that your HOA fees pay for your front yard maintenance. So as you can see, this neighborhood is very pristine looking, and that happens because somebody is taking care of all of the front yards.
Yeah, they look fantastic. Matter of fact, it's very easily, you'll see them all the time. Not necessarily, they're not a nuisance or any of those type of things, but you will see people out here getting things taken care of and keeping the yards fresh and clean. It's just great. A really beautiful neighborhood for sure.
Yeah, it's perfect. Okay, the next one we're going to take you to is in the mid-price point, and this one actually backs up to the golf course. There's a lot of options in this area for homes that back up to the golf course. So if you're a golfer or you just like to watch the golfers, then this one is a good option.
Or if you like to stay in shape and dodge golf balls, that's an option as well. Like some people like Zumba classes and dodgeball, but with golf balls, a little bit different.
Sounds really painful.
Now this one happens to be, I think, very well priced at $600,000. You're going to get a lot of bang for your buck, and it is fantastic. So not just back up to the golf course, you're going to take a look at the inside of this and you're going to see, ooh, that's got some nice features. So some of the key features about this, it was built in 2006. It has 2 bedrooms plus a bonus, so you get that a little bit extra space, and that's over 1,700 square foot for that home. So a lot of extra space if you're entertaining or if you're working out of your home office. It's got some options for you.
As Joe was mentioning, this is a really great deal for a golf course location home in this neighborhood. A lot of the houses that are on the golf course are going to be in a bit higher price range. So somebody got a good deal on this one this year. And of course, as we mentioned, the other one is in really great shape. You're going to notice stylistically when we show you the next home, which was built in 2018, that this one looks like it was built several years ago, but everything was done really well. There are beautiful cabinets, beautiful floors. A lot of times the carpets are still in perfect condition if they haven't been replaced. And as you can see, this one is just a great house. The last one we're going to take you to is at the very top of the price point. This one is $925,000. And once you see it, you're going to understand why.
So if you're thinking to yourself, I might not want to downsize, here's an option for you because it's over 2,500 square foot. There is 2 bedrooms with the extra bonus space, and it is really well done. So it's going to have all the features that you're going to want in your forever home.
And this one, because it was built in 2018, it feels very modern. It's got higher ceilings than the other ones that we were looking at. Kitchen cabinets, countertops, all look very modern. It's really beautiful. And what I really love about this one is it has 2 outdoor spaces. Oh my gosh. So it's got like the courtyard that's kind of in the middle of the house off to the side that's covered. And then it's got the back courtyard and patio that's off the back of the house. So you've got 2 outdoor living spaces, a lot of space. It feels really spacious and really new. So if you want to be in this neighborhood, and like Joe said, you don't want a tiny house, then there are options here. And if you want something that's been updated or actually is more updated than some of the ones that are a little bit older, then you definitely have options.
As you can tell on a map, this community spreads out quite a ways. And in that, you're going to have multiple builders. And each one of the builders, I have to let you know, are fantastic. You're not going to get any type of really big concern like, oh, this was a terrible construction. That's just not the case. They've done a really fantastic job vetting that they're builders, making sure that they build top quality homes, and you're getting that in this neighborhood. So when you think about like, hey, this is a really well-built home, absolutely, that's what you're getting here. And so it's kind of nothing necessary to worry about because they've been built really well. And like we had mentioned earlier, have been maintained fantastically.
Choosing the right place to retire is a really big decision, especially if you feel like you're going to live the rest of your days in that location.
Yeah.
You want to make sure that it's a place that you really love. And Jubilee, we believe, is a place that you can live and love. And there are people who have been here for almost 20 years since the whole neighborhood was founded. So Jubilee is the perfect balance of affordability and location and amenities. And I believe that if you land here, you will really enjoy living here.
Absolutely. It's got all the features that you'd want, from convenience to really well-built homes and a community that's going to keep you active. And we're Joe and Charity, and we are realtors, and we help clients every week, just like you, who are moving to the Northwest and on Puget Sound. And if you have more questions about this community or any other ones, give us a call on the number or text us below, and we'll set up a time to talk.
If you found this video helpful, then you're probably going to want to watch some of our other videos on retirement communities in the area. So make sure you just keep watching.